We have an update. Alabama man who was tased to death by Alabama police officers was accused of burglary, never committed such a crime. He's dead. Family is now speaking out. Let's put up the picture full mass. You have a photo here of Jawan Dallas and also Christine Dallas. This was in downtown Mobile, Alabama. Jawan was killed by way of taser. 2 police officers in Mobile, Alabama have been placed on administrative leave after using a taser on a 36-year-old named Jawan Dallas, who later died because they believed he was a burglary suspect. He never was. Dallas died after he was stunned twice by police officers and experienced a medical emergency. Civil rights attorney and my dear friend Harry Daniels is representing the family and says a request has been made to the Mobile Police Department for the body camera footage to be released. The Alabama Supreme Court has ruled that police are not required to release such video. On Sunday, July 2nd, 2023, at approximately 9:46 p.m., officers responded to a residential burglary in progress at the 5413 Carroll Plantation Road within the Plantation Mobile Home Park. Upon arrival, the officers encountered 2 male individuals at the scene. The statement read in part, while attempting to identify one of the males, he immediately attempted to flee. The officers tried to apprehend the individual and he physically resisted. During the struggle, an officer used his taser to gain compliance from the subject. Now, remember, the narrative from the attorney is different from the narrative of the police, all right? We made that point yesterday. Authorities said that the initial deployment of the taser failed to have an effect on Mr. Dallas, which led to the second deployment of the taser before a struggle ensued between the two. They explained that he tried to grab the taser away from the officer during the struggle, but the officer was able to regain control. A medical emergency occurred after Dallas was placed into custody, and Mobile police stated the officers followed protocol by calling for medical personnel. Dallas was then transported to a nearby hospital and pronounced dead at the hospital. The couple who reported the suspicious man outside of their gate at the Plantation Mobile Home Park said Dallas had nothing to do with it. Daniels, the attorney, said that witnesses insisted that Mr. Dallas was 200 yards away from the home of the alleged burglary and was not one of the suspects who ran from the police upon their initial arrival at the scene. That wasn't the guy. That wasn't the guy that I called for. I called for a guy breaking in and coming onto my property, said the couple who requested to not be identified to Fox 10 News. That man begged him to stop. They just kept hitting him, just on top of him, pounding on him. It's just not right. What they done was wrong. Daniels and Dallas's mother and his stepfather held a press conference in front of the city hall in downtown Mobile Thursday morning. Now, let me remind everyone of the contrary narratives at play. According to witnesses and according to the law firm, individuals who saw this, those who experienced it, said that the man was tased, he hit the ground. He said, I have chest pains, I'm hurting. And then he was tased again, specifically after he indicated possible cardiac arrest. That comes from the witnesses, the law firm. However, the police report says there was running, there was a fight, there was an escalation, and then an arrest. And only after all of that did the medical emergency start. To Alabama, this is very simple, release the damn footage. If your narrative is correct, and you believe your officers, as you have said in statement, followed protocol, release the video. There's more. I'm crushed at this moment that this would happen to my son. Jawan would give his last to help any and everybody. My son should not have left here this way, said Christine Dallas, the mother of Jawan. Dallas's stepfather, Phil Williams, insisted that his stepson was no burglar. You guys supposed to be here to protect and serve, not destroy us. We know we can't have him back, but we want some justice for it. Look at him. Look at that smile on his face. This is not a burglar. We didn't teach him to burglarize, said Williams at the news conference. The Mobile Police Department said that the investigation remains active and updates will be provided as information becomes available. I want you to understand their context. When they say, as information becomes available, keep in mind, all information is already in their custody, all of it. Witness statements, police report, video evidence, the initial 911 call, all of that information is in their custody. They know everything right now. 1 year from now, they will not know more than they know today. But what they can do is utilize this time to spin a narrative, to get their ducks in order, to launch an affirmative defense, to provide negative, non-related information about the man who's dead. That is the game. Sharon, thoughts here.
It is the game, and the fact that the Mobile Police Department is, quote, still investigating is a farce. Indeed, it is a farce. They've already ruled that the gentleman was given proper medical treatment, okay? So we kind of understand where this is going. They're waiting for everyone to go to sleep so they can rubber stamp this as another case of a super Negro who beat up and resisted arrests against the police.
That's exactly right. And this is why, based on what you just said, Sharon, which was very compelling, you said they're waiting for people to sleep, and that's true. And this is why there's an attack on wokeism. They don't want people to be woke. Those who oppose you being woke simply would like you to be asleep.